But no, it is actually 2026. I hope everybody is having a fan-fucking-tastic afternoon, because I know I am. I think I just ruined the stream. Isn't it like if you cuss within the first like 30 seconds or something, or like first minute of your stream, then you seriously get downranked. But I didn't say the F word. I said pucked, right? So whatever AI system is actually listening to, is listening and scanning for naughty words, please know that I said pucked, and I didn't say that horrible, horrible F word that people like to talk about. So no, it wasn't any of that. I actually said the P word. Well, pucked. I didn't say the F word. I said pucked. So how's everybody doing today? It's Tuesday, which means tomorrow is hump day, which means we will be halfway through the week already. I'm pretty excited because the weeks, they just, I don't know. The weeks are just kind of crawling by. Like the days, like everything is just kind of crawling on by, crawling slowly. But I did, however, I did make an appointment to get more of my tattoo work done, so I'm quite excited about that. I'm actually wearing a thermal shirt because it's only 80-some-odd degrees outside. Let's actually check the weather. It's actually really warm outside, but yeah, it's 90. It's 90 with a feels like of 96. And if I convert those to communist units, let's take a look at the communist units. It's 32 degrees outside in communist units with it feels like a 35. So it's very warm. But I am wearing the thermal shirt nonetheless because the tattoo work that I got done like back on Saturday. I took the second skin off, right? And if you remember, the second skin is like that filament, kind of like that plastic covering that you can put on it. It started to come off. It was starting to peel off, so I just took it off. And then putting my arm down, like on the chair, hurt. Like just having my skin right on the chair. So I had to wear something long sleeve that I could, give some kind of buffer between my arm and whatever I was putting my arm on. And yeah, so there you go. Anyway, today I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, we could continue we don't program on this channel anymore, but we're going to program. We're going to do some programming. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I've been like, since I got back from Botswana, well, not even, it's, and it's weird. Like, that's a weird thing. It's like, I don't even want to say like, since I got back, because going back, like coming back implies that like, I went there with the idea of coming back. But like, I went there with the idea of staying there, not forever. Obviously, like I had planned to come back and visit in November, but, and Ride 3714 is in the mobile chat. Ride 3714 says hi. Well, hello. Hi. How are you? But no, I went there with the idea of staying there, of like kind of like relocating there and kind of like, relocating my entire life there. And I think that's one of the hardest things about like this breakup in general is just this idea that like I had gone there with this incredible sense of like adventure, right? Like I was happy because I was going there to be with somebody I love, but I at the same time was I was also like, wow, this is going to be an adventure, right? Like, I mean, I'm moving to Botswana for Christ's sakes. Like that's going to be unusual and that's going to be neat. And like I was like thinking of like, oh wow, like I'll be there. I'll be able to travel all over Africa pretty easily. And then like I have to go to the Middle East for work. It looks like I'll probably be going to like Qatar, or like I might be. I shouldn't say it looks like I'm going to, but I might be going to like Qatar and Saudi Arabia and like some other countries. And so I was like, well, it's going to be a lot easier because I'll have like a better proximity to those countries being located in Botswana. But yeah. So now I'll just have to fly from the United States, Yeah, I'll just have to fly from the United States. So I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I was hoping I kind of did want to talk about things tonight, but I wanted the usual crowd to be in the chat room, but nobody's around. Nobody's here. So Matthew's not here. Not Sure's not here. Lisa's going to therapy. Henna is MIA. Like, you know, like I'm gonna, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make. Let me close this. But we're gonna make tomorrow's thumbnail for the stream tomorrow. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make tomorrow's thumbnail. So let me do this. Okay, and then I can close this. Now I can share the screen again. So let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? And so again, like, look at this. Like, look at the usual crowd. Like, you know, there's Henna, there's Matthew, and there's Not Sure. But like, they're never here anymore. So tomorrow's thumbnail is going to be Not Sure is in the chat room. Not Sure. Okay, he says hello, boo. That's too meta. I don't. What is too meta? What's too meta? I didn't understand. So I maybe Not Sure is worthy of being in the thumbnail, but I like Henna. She's gone. Matthew gone. No more thumbnail for those fuckers, because if they can't bother to show up, So nope, I'm done. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna create. You know what? Normally what I do when I make the thumbnail is like I copy and paste like the beginning of it, right? Like there's this part right up until this dash that like I copy and paste. But you know what? I'm going to have to change that. So I'm going to have to go to, let's see, create a photorealistic picture of me. Okay. And I also have my Yorkie. Mulan, come here. He doesn't want to have anything to do with me. All right. So with my Yorkie. And then, okay, and then Not Sure, you know what? Not Sure says Lisa is a ghost. Everybody else is a ghost. Okay, a 70-year-old Inuit woman with a facial dragon tattoo dressed like an Italian chef with the stereotypical Italian chef mustache. Okay, okay, that's it. It's just me and Not Sure and Mulan. That's it. Okay, I'm on a deserted. Deserted has one S. Deserted island. Just me and my Yorkie. All right. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's see. But Not Sure is going to kind of be there as well. So how can I make Not Sure there, but not? You know what? Not Sure is not there. No, he's not there. He's not there because I've tried. Not Sure. You need to text me. Because like my plan of like where I'm going to go like in the next 2 weeks, my plan is contingent upon you and I actually being able to sync up and then like get you in here. So like if that doesn't happen, then I need to rethink things. So now he says be right back. Right when I need him, you know what? They're all a ghost. I texted you. Did you? Let me check. Oh, you did. That was you. I was getting ready to block that number. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Who is this guy? So, okay. All right. So your number is the 703. Okay. I should just, let me read it out over the stream so that we make sure it's you. No. Okay. Hola. Okay. Mr. Not Sure. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to save your number in my contacts this time. I do know your first name. So let me see. Wait a minute. Wait. Easy. Okay. View contact. More. Isn't there like, I thought there was like an add to contacts list. View contact. Wait. Add to favorites. Add to list. There's literally, there used to be a way to actually save from WhatsApp into your phone book, but I don't see that. Anywhere. All right, so I'm just gonna have to do it manually, like it's the freaking 80s. Okay, let's see, contacts. All right, easy. This is why you guys flock to my stream, because you hear me putting contacts into my phone book. All right, let's see. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use his first name, and then I'm going to put open parentheses, and then it's going to be at not sure. Perfect. Okay, and then you're going to have to send me your email address too. Can you text me your email address again? Because I need to do that for the background check that I am being forced to give you. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you're actually in my phone book, so I won't lose your information this time. I promise. I swear, I won't lose it this time. Oh, look who it is. It's the Finnish wonder from down under herself. Miss Henna, the tea. Do I need to unsubscribe? So Henna really wants the tea. Henna, you know the tea. You know the tea better than anybody. You probably know the tea as well as I know it and as well as Kat knows it. Like, you know it better than either one of us probably. You probably know more than me or her. Like, I mean, I don't know how that's possible, but you probably know. You probably do know. I'm not spilling any tea. I'm not spilling any tea until Matthew's in here. Because Matthew is an empath. And Matthew is, he's like me. I feel like I talked about this the other day. Like, I feel like Matthew and I are very similar in that we're little bitch boys when it comes to breakups and like broken hearts. We're little bitches, right? I mean, let's just call it. We're just gonna call it how it is. We're little bitches. We cry a lot. Like, I cry a lot, but I feel like the crying is like healthy, right? I feel like there is a fixed number of there's a fixed amount of crying that I have to do in a breakup, right? And I'm not talking about this one specifically. I'm talking in general. So in any heartbreak, there is a fixed amount of crying that I have to do. And it's not going to change, right? Like, it's going to be, let's just call it 100. I don't know what 100 what, but let's just call it 100. Now, that 100 could come out like over the course of 12 months or 10 months. Like, maybe I do 10 crying units a month, right? Or like, maybe maybe you're just like some weirdo and you do like 5 crying units a year. So you're going to be crying over that relationship for 20 years, right? Something like that. So me, what I like to do, I just try to get all the crying out as quickly as possible. Like, I try, and this is literally the strategy in my head. Like, if I feel like some type of emotion coming up, I just let it out, because it's like, okay, well, I have 100 crying units I need to get through. So I don't want to suppress them because I want to get past this. So let me get the crying out of me. And then you cry and you're like, okay, well, that was a good 3 units. Now I only have 97 units to go. And then some people might be like, well, I'm not going to cry until next week. And so you just prolong it. Whereas like what I'm trying to do, like what I've done like pretty much all my life is just get it all out at once. Just get not all at once. Like, I wish, but just try to get it out as quickly as possible. And then you move on. Oh, well, look who it is. The English wonder from down under. Mr. Matthew Vale. I see. He says, let's get this emotional roller coaster started. Well, Lisa's going to be mad because I texted her and she said, I can't. I just texted her a link to the stream and I was like, join the stream. And she's like, I can't. I'm on my way to therapy. And I recommended that maybe she and the therapist listen to the stream together, but she didn't respond. So I guess she didn't like that response. Henna is saying hello to Matthew. Matthew is sending a dick pic to Henna. Wait, what? No, don't do that. That's gross. Okay. So, and then, nobody else is in the okay, well, maybe we do this. Maybe I have enough of a quorum to do this. Do I have enough? You know what? But I will say, like, I don't know. I mean, now that like the time has come to like talk about this, I don't know that I actually want to, like, it's. But there is one thing I am going to do. There is one thing I will do. I think I'm finally ready to open this. I think I'm finally ready to and now, and the reason I know that I'm ready to open it is because I feel a little silly. I feel a little silly having held on to it. So maybe. I mean, look. If you look behind me, right? If you look behind me, it's still a mess. It's still a mess right behind me. It's still a mess, but I made progress. So when I got back, and that's the other thing. It's like I like when I was in Botswana, I kept calling this home. And like this house, and then the house in Botswana, I was calling the house. And then at some point, like at around I don't know, 2 weeks in, Kat was calling it home. And I was like, okay, I need to and so what I did is I started forcing myself. I started not really forcing, not in a bad way, but it was more in I'm going to train myself. That I would call that house home, and I would call this house my house in Virginia, or my house, or my other house, because I have two houses, because I own two homes, like Mr. Moneybags over here. So I was trying to do this mental shift. And by the last week there, I had pretty much accomplished it, where I was without thinking, I was calling that house home, and I was calling this place the house in Virginia. And then, that lasted for a few days before I ended up coming. And that's another thing, before I ended up coming back here. And I have been reluctant since I returned, or since I got to Virginia, I've been reluctant to use phrases like since I returned or since I got back, because it was when I was there, it would have been that place that I was going back to because that was my home. This was the place that I would be visiting because this wasn't my home. And I don't know. So I don't know. I'm going to open that. I'm going to finish this good old American soda first. And then we'll do that. Everybody, the gang is here. Well, the gang is here except for Lisa. I do wish Lisa was here. The world is Addie's house or home. Well, the world is Addie's home. That's true. Did I show you guys the? Okay, you guys can help me pick out an Airbnb. This is the programming we're gonna do tonight. And then we'll see. Because maybe Lisa, wait a minute. If Lisa went to her therapist at 4, let me see. By my calculations, you should be leaving therapy at 5 p.m. Which means you can join the chat at 5:01 p.m. See you then. Oh, the crying cabin is still waiting in Pietersari. So the crying cabin, in case you don't know, the crying cabin. So my friend Stefan, the true love of my life, the true person who I have given my heart and soul to, everything but except my butthole, which that's mine. But the true love of my life is my friend Stefan, who is a fellow compatriot of Henna's. They're both Finnish. And actually, the reason I met Henna was because I was in Finland. Oh, God, it's getting hot. I was in Finland to see Stefan. It was actually Stefan's 40th birthday a few years ago. So I was like, okay, the deal was that I was going, and this is as is often the case in my life, I love the other person more than they love me. And so I went to Stefan's for his 40th birthday. And the deal was that I go to Finland. I had been to Finland and met him before, but the deal was I'm going to go to Finland and I will spend my 40th birthday in Finland because you're my best friend and I'm coming all the way to Finland for your 40th birthday. And you, Stefan, what you're going to do is then you are going to come to the United States for my 50th birthday, which was the following year. It was the following year or the year after. Wait, what year was it, Henna? It was the next year. It was wasn't it? It was 2024 that we met, right? Like it was like February of 2024. So I was in Finland for February, March-ish of 2024, and because I went there for my buddy's birthday, and do you think he came to the United States for my 50th? No, of course not. Once again, I love more than I receive in love. Right? Like it's just how it works. Like I have this big heart, and I just give my. Oh, that's right, Henna. That's right. I met Henna like a week or two after her 40th birthday, and that's how I was. And I was like, ugh, 40. Like I was really close to swiping left on that. I was like, But for whatever reason, I swiped right, and here we are today. No, Henna says no. Typo 30. So I don't know. Got very close to swiping left. Very, very close. But anyway, so yeah, the crying cabin. So my buddy Stefan, his parents, they have let's look it up. Jakobstad, Finland. Jakobstad, and Stefan, when he talks, he's like, oh, I must break you. Hello, yes, my name is Stefan. And because, Finnish people, when they speak, they sound like they have a Russian accent. I must break. And he's tall. He's this very tall guy. And he has this very deep voice. Hello, yes, I must break you. So, but his family, they have, so here's Jakobstad, where I spent a month, about a month and change in Finland in the winter of 2024, and I believe it is this body of water. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I believe his parents have a house somewhere. Let me turn this on. I believe his parents have a house somewhere in this area. So the joke is, I feel like this is it. Yeah, I feel, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. I mean, it's hard to tell from this point of view because I was there in the winter, so it was completely white. But anyway, but the joke is, so his parents, they have this land by this lake. It's very, very beautiful. And Stefan is he's in not a competition, but he's in some type of contention with his older siblings. So he is the baby of the family. He is the baby. And he has two older sisters. And I'm pretty sure it's not three. It's two older sisters. One lives in Sweden and one lives in another part of Finland. And he's in some type, I don't know what the right word is, but I know that there is some type of contention. That's the word that keeps coming to mind. There's some type of contention between him and his two older sisters over who gets this land when the time comes. So the crying cabin is basically, because it's a beautiful piece of land, and there's the main house, and then there's various cabins, essentially smaller cabins. And I always tell him well, make sure you keep one of those cabins available, because that's when my life falls apart, when everything just falls apart, and I'm ready to right, just keep a room available, because I'm going to come to the crying cabin. And Stefan has two children, and so the joke is that the kids will be walking by, they'll be walking on the land somewhere, and then they're just going to, from the cabin, they're just going to hear and then they're going to be like, Daddy, what is that? And he's going to be like, oh, don't worry about that. That's just Uncle Addy. You stay away from his crying cabin. And then hence the crying cabin. But now Stefan has his own house. Oh, well, he had his own house before, but he has a house with some land, and he sent me a picture of some cat. Like he put, like it had like two little like sheds basically, and he sent me a picture of one a few weeks ago, and it was like, there it is, and it was just this. It's just this shed in his yard, and I'm like, Uncle Addie's crying cabin, and he's like, yes. So the crying cabin. Yeah, no, and it's funny because when I went to Botswana, I told Stefan, I was like, make sure you I was like, this might and probably will end in disaster, so make sure you have the crying cabin ready. He's like, and he just sends me a thumb up emoji. Like, yeah. No, I don't think anybody thought that it would fall apart this quickly, but that's how life works sometimes. But it's okay. It's okay because Not Sure is still going to move in. He's going to move in, and he's going to that's going to relieve some of the money pressure, right? Like that's going to free up some funds, and what better way to spend those funds than to have fun? And that's what I plan to do. I plan to go to Namibia, boys. As long as Not Sure is still planning on moving in, then we're going to Namibia. We're going on the road. We're going to Namibia. That's what we're doing. But I haven't confirmed with Not Sure that he still wants to move in. Not Sure, do you still want to move in? And Matthew's already gone. So Not Sure and Matthew have already left. They've already left. Actually, Henna has too. Nobody's here. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm taking money from my boss and giving it to Addie. Sold. So I think Not Sure and I came to an agreement of $3,500 for one room. And Addie has enough. I'm poor. No, Matthew, you're not poor. No, Matthew, you're rich in heart. You're rich in heart. That's what it is, Matthew. You are rich in heart. That's it. Oh my God. I'm making a new character for my multiplayer game with my friend. What is it with you? Thank you, Addie. You're welcome, Matthew. But what is it with, I feel like Matthew has these, how can I put this? Just the way Matthew words things sometimes. And I remember there's been sometimes my wife or my ex-girlfriend, it's very similar in that, oh God, hopefully my wife's not listening because she's going to be like, don't compare me to your other women. Like, okay, calm down. But it's sometimes the wording of things is so bizarre. But for them, I can be well, English is their second language, right? English is her second language. English is her second language. And even with Henna sometimes, with Henna, it's well, English is her second language, right? But with Matthew, English is not his second language. And he's still, it's not typing fast, no, Matthew, it's not like that. I'm not talking like that. It's just your word choice sometimes is weird. Or it's not weird. Let's just say I'm glad you live an ocean away, right? Because I'm glad you're not in the United States because guns are part of American culture. They are. They're just part of the culture here. And I feel that if Matthew had easier access, mind you, I said easier, not easy. But if Matthew had easier access to guns, I just feel like there would just be a spree. There would just be a massive spree. I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is I think Matthew's unhinged. He's unhinged. Typing, okay, I would definitely join a gun club for fun. Shooting's fun. Henna and I have gone shooting. Henna went shooting. Henna says, you can pick me up from here. I could continue to have more fun after last weekend. Henna was completely drunk. I know this because she's texting me about how drunk she is. But here's a good measure of how drunk Henna is. sometimes she'll like text me and be like, I'm drunk, and then she'll just be texting me like, oh, how drunk are you? Oh, I've had 3. Oh yeah, what are you doing? Like we have a conversation. Blah, 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 blah. The conversation goes on and on, right? Until the conversation just kind of naturally peters out, and then we text each other a few days later. All right, cool. That's just how it is. And then, but that's Henna tipsy, right? Henna is drunk when she'll text me like, hey, I'm drunk. And I'll be like, how drunk are you? Silence. Like, huh? Okay. All right. Okay, Not Sure is once again complaining about the ads. What the fuck is this? You're the only one who complains about the ads. Anyway, going back to Henna. But, so Henna, like, if she texts me to tell me she's drunk, and then I ask a follow-up question, and then there's no response for like a day, then I know she was plastered. So that's how you can like measure how drunk Henna is. So Not Sure. Going back to Not Sure with these ads. All right, I'm gonna pause the ads again, but you're literally the only person that complains about it. Like, I don't know what more I can do. I think that it's just I think you're just doing it wrong. And what? And I didn't change anything. It's not like I said run ads. I didn't change anything. So what happened? Like, no, I didn't change anything. So I think this is on you, Not Sure. This is entirely your fault. I will say that I like the thermal. It's really hot, but I do like thermals because I think they look cool. Like this look of like a long sleeve shirt with like with a t-shirt over top of it, I think it looks cool. Though it's kind of dumb because it's really hot. So I'm gonna take. No, I got a better idea. Wait, 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 wait a minute, wait. Ah, wait, guys, wait. Just wait a minute. I got an idea. Give me a second. Just give me a second, okay? Calm down. You guys, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go check this. Wait. No, I'm not. I'm gonna check it out with you guys at the same time. Okay, are you ready? Because you guys, you're really gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Wait. Just perfecting it. Here we go. It's a wife beater. I've got a wife beater on top of my thermal shirt. That's cool. That's cool right there. Henna says, yeah, and then I text you and finish. Yes, that's another way to tell if Henna's drunk. She'll start texting and finish. Actually, the other day she was so drunk that I was, and like, so she's just wasted. And like the few texts I'm getting from her are just like this kind of like incoherent English. Now look, I would love to be able to speak a second language as well as Henna speaks English. So I'm not throwing any shade at how well she does or does not speak English, but it's her second language. And so it's like she was just like, it was just incoherent English. And so I go to ChatGPT and I write something like, I write something like, I can tell you're pretty wasted, so we can talk and finish. And then she starts texting me and finish. So Not Sure says, YouTube is trying to get me to pay for premium. Apparently. Well, I paused ads for the next 7 minutes. So I don't, wait, let me see. Does it reset if I do this? Let me see if it resets. Okay, so I paused them again. How is the volume with the music? Is the volume too loud, too low? How is the volume with the music? Let me know. Okay, so that's Jakobstad. Let's do something. We're gonna do something. Well, okay, we gotta finish this list. We gotta finish this list. All right, not sure. All right, we're gonna finish this list, okay? Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the next item on the list. All right, so we're gonna go to number 4. Okay, window overlap. So I think maybe we can just ditch all the windows, right? Like we can just. Okay, what is this list? So do you remember me explaining what a meta feature is in this new game we're writing? A meta feature is a feature that like it kind of breaks the fourth wall in terms of like, you know, the cursor is like a character in the game, or files on your computer turn, like if you delete a file on your in a folder, then you're deleting a character, a monster in the game, something like that, right? These are meta features. Like actually think a good example is those horror games that let you that like monitor microphone input, right? And so that if you go, ah! Like, you know, if you get scared, then the monster hears you. So that's like a meta feature. And so I had AI come up with a list of meta features. And what I want to do is I'm going through and I want to rank them as to like which ones are like the coolest. And that's what we're doing. We're just kind of going through, we're ranking them, we're writing notes on them, and we're discussing them as a group. So, and Matthew is just like, you guys suck. I'm done. I'm going to go drink some tea and eat some biscuits and watch the telly. But he's actually angry because he can't watch the telly because he hasn't paid his tax. Actually, Matthew, do you have to? Okay, so I know there's a TV tax, but what about YouTube? Like, if you don't have a television, well, let me ask this. If you do have a television and you just stream YouTube to the television, do you still have to pay the telly tax? That's what it's called. It's a telly tax. In England, I understand. Let's go to Gemini. But before we go to Gemini, let me do this. Okay, I'm just hiding the desktop for a second because I don't want Gemini showing you something it shouldn't. Okay, perfect. Matthew says, don't think so. I don't use TV. All right. Nashor says, we should set a deadline for the new game that doesn't replace St. Aveline. So it doesn't replace. Okay. Well, boo to you. Okay, wait a minute. In England, oh my God. In England, there is a TV tax. Do people who watch YouTube on their television but do not watch any over-the-air programs still have to pay the tax? I remember long ago, back in like the 90s, I remember like one of my good friends back then was this guy, Robert Watson. And he had this sister too. God, I wish I could remember her name. I had a huge crush on her. But I remember him telling me how people in England, like with the TV tax, like, I remember saying to him, like, well, I mean, how do they know? Like, how do they know you're watching TV? And he was like, people will report you. Like, your neighbors, like, if they somehow, like, if you tell the wrong person that, like, oh, well, no, I've been watching TV and I haven't paid my tele. Oh, no. Oh, dear, I have not paid my teletax, but I will still watch the TV. Ha, ha, ha. And then the neighbor will actually call and report those people. So, okay, in short, no. As long as you're only watching on-demand YouTube videos and not live broadcast TV on YouTube or BBC. Oh my God. So wait a minute. Wait. Does that mean if you watch a live event on your a live event on YouTube and you put it on your television, that then you have to pay the tax? Not necessarily. It depends on what kind of live stream. You do need a license if it's a simultaneous broadcast of a traditional TV channel. You do not need a license if it's an internet-only live stream. Okay, so if you were watching this, you don't need to pay the tax. But if you're watching like some, weird British show, okay, got it. In Finland, we have Ilivuru. In Finland, we have Ilivuru, which covers 2 channels and is a tax. You pay it even if you don't have to. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, like Matthew and Not Sure, I'm going to tell you guys a fun fact about Finland that is going to blow your mind. Especially you, Not Sure. It's definitely going to blow your mind. No, it's... It's okay, here's the fact. The Finns are obsessed with a particular movie series, a particular American movie series from the 80s. The movie series was long-lived. Wait, I'm going to look up over here when it started. Okay. I got to make sure I don't accidentally mouth the words. Okay. So the first movie of this franchise came out in 1984. And there are 7 films. 7 films. So it came out in 84, the last of which came out in the 90s. Do you guys just take a guess? Just take a guess as to what movie franchise this could be. Death Wish. No. Matthew says, I do not pay for TV. I refuse. It's the BBC. Nobody likes them. Yeah, isn't that like the funding? All the funding for this tax goes to the BBC. There is no such thing as a TV tax. It's a TV license, and it's the most BS scam ever done. And it's been around a long time too. Like it's been like when did the British TV tax come into being? Scary Movie? No. I think the Scary Movie didn't come around until like the 90s. Let's see. The TV license, it's evolved. So it originally began as a radio license in the 1920s. And then in the 1930s, it was a TV license. And then it's changed. Basically, so it's been around since forever. Hannah says, this is serious business. Do not mock our national treasure. We saved from you when you didn't respect it enough. Yes, Dirty Harry. No. Somebody's in the mobile chat and saying, hi, have you been in Tórshavn? Yes, I've been to Tórshavn. Tórshavn is the capital of the Faroe Islands, and I have. And if you check out my travel channel, there is a section called Faroe Islands where I document my time in Tórshavn. They pronounce like the way it's pronounced is like Tórshavn. Dirty Harry, you're never gonna guess it. I'm gonna wait until Matthew makes a guess, and then I'll tell you what it is. But Matthew's never gonna make a guess. This is my way of coaxing engagement. Do you guys like my outfit, though? You like it? All right, I do feel silly with this on. I'm going to take it off. Okay. Ugh. I'll say this. It's a comedy. Started in the 80s, came out in the weird thing is, so there's 7 movies. And literally twice a week they have so there's 2 channels. This is my understanding. Hannah can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are 2 channels that play it. Let me come over here. Drawing. I'm because I'm going to use the #1 architecture tool. Whoops. Double official. Very randomly, I saw your thumbnail saying you were in SMS shopping mall. And then I saw you were live now. Yes, no, so I'm not in the shopping mall. I'm not in Torshavn right now. No, I was in Torshavn back in 2023, I think. 2023, 2020. Okay, and now Matthew's saying be right back. Jesus. Can you people sit still already? Okay, so let's see. Let's do this. Let's insert a table. Let's see. Okay, well, no. We're gonna go like this. Okay, easy. Okay, perfect. Right. So we have Sunday, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday. All right. Well, you gotta make this a little bit bigger. No, you don't want it longer. You want it to be wider. The width is what's really important. The length is secondary, but the width, that's where it's at. Okay. And Henna can correct me if I'm wrong, but width is generally better than length. All right, Thursday, there we go. Friday, and then Saturday. Okay, now, of this franchise, what will happen? Okay, then there's, I should have added another column. Let's see. Insert column to the left. Oh, not there. Oh, look at Henna being like, absolutely. I know, right? So it's like these guys that want really long columns. Like, no, you don't need a really long, that's not what you strive for. You strive for a thick column. Okay, insert column to the left. Okay. All right, there we go. And then, let's see. Channel 1, and then I'm just going to call it channel 2. And literally what they will do, I think it's every Friday, if I remember correctly, it was every Friday, and I'm pretty sure it's Saturday or Sunday, but basically you'll literally just have every week, this channel will play, it'll play, part 1. And then this channel will play part 2. Or something. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if it actually works like that. But basically, it's ridiculous how obsessed they are with these movies. I liked them when I was a kid growing up, but I've never seen a nation obsessed with these. It's bizarre. Double Official says Sunday is not the first day in the week. It's the last one. No, it depends. It depends, okay? Some people say Sunday's the first. Some people say Monday's the first. Those weird, there's some people that even say Saturday's the first. Is it like the really strict Jews that say it's either the Friday or Saturday is the first day of the week? It all depends. Chill out. Uh-oh, music stopped. Let's find something different. I'm going to play something to purposely make me sad. So, what's his name? Double J Official. I'm going to put a link in the chat room. So I don't know if you're on mobile or if you're on desktop, but if you're on a laptop or a desktop, then there is a desktop stream, and I'm going to put that into the chat room now. It's a different stream. It's the same stream. It's just a different feed. And that one is more Oh, you're on mobile. Okay, well then stay still. Then stay right where you are. Watch me on mobile. All right, let me play some. Okay, Double J Official. Long story short, because you're new here, so I'm going to fill you in. All right, I'm in the United States. I'm not in Torshavn. From the U.S. About little less than 2 months ago, I packed up. And I packed up a bunch of bags, bunch of my stuff, and I packed up, and I was because I'd been in a relationship with this woman for about 2 years, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to go, and I'm going to move to Botswana. I'm going to go, and I'm going to move to Botswana to be with this woman. And then it lasted less than 6 weeks. And now I'm back in the United States, heartbroken and a little devastated, a lot devastated, quite devastated. But you know what? I still come on and I still put on a face for this stream because the thing that keeps me going every day is the smile I put on your face. Okay, let me find some music. I'm going to find some depressing music. Let's see. I'm going to find a depressing song. Where's a song that's really going to depress me? Well, let's do it. No, it's not going to do it. But it's a good song. I'm gonna stick with this for now. Okay. Well, oh, sorry to hear that, says Double J Official. Well, you know what? Life happens, Double J Official. Life happens. It's what it is. And so one of the things that I was going to do tonight, but I'm waiting for one person if she joins the chat. I'm not sure if she's going to join the chat. Because there's like a little group of us, like a group of regulars that kind of, we hang out in the stream. And so I'm waiting for one of them to join because I've yet to spill the details on what happened exactly. And like at first I didn't want to talk about it, but now I want to talk about it, but I'm waiting for one person to join the chat and hopefully she'll join because if she doesn't, I'm not going to talk about it. Double J Official says, "Can you rate my friend's music from 1 to 10?" Okay, we're gonna rate this. We're gonna rate this. Oh, no, Not Sure is back. Thank you, Not Sure. Thank you. Okay, so Double J Official has asked if we can rate this person's music. Okay, I assume her music is available on YouTube, so let's look it up. Matthews. That's very strange. Not Sure and Matthew both said "be right back" at the same time. And then within like 5 seconds of each other, they both return at the same time. Henna, I think we got a couple of gays in the chat room. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Not Sure says, "Are we making St. Abilene or just..." Well, right now we're just jerking around. Chill out. We will make it. We will make it. Henna says they were hooking up. I know they're hooking up. They absolutely are hooking up. And I wasn't invited. So I'm not jealous. Okay. So okay, Pink. Look, Not Sure. Calm down. Okay. Calm down. We have a new chatter, Double J Official. He's in the mobile chat. Or she, he, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's 2026. They are in the chat. They are in the chat. So we're gonna check out Double J Official's friends' music, okay? And then after that, we'll do some programming, or I'll talk about what happened. I kind of want to talk about it, but I kind of want to I really want to talk about it with Lisa. I want to get it off my chest, and then I feel like if I talk about it, then we can. Not we, because you guys don't care, but I can put it behind me. In the meantime, we're gonna check out, what is her name? Esther Scala. All right. Let's see what. Okay. All right. Pretty woman. Yeah. Very. Very. She's easy on the eyes. Okay. All right. Let's see. Esther Scala. Okay. Blue eyes. Mellow cat. What song should I listen to? Double J Official. Matthew says jerkin instead of working. Matthew, why does your mind got to go there? Why do you have such a dirty mind? Wait, is this her? Wow, that's quite a difference. Man, filters do. Okay, no. Okay, unicorn first. All right, easy. Okay, unicorn. You guys ready? Now, look, Matthew, Not Sure, Henna, whoever else, be nice. Be nice. This is a new chatter, so we don't want to scare them away. All right, here we go. Not Sure. Yeah, Matthew, get ready to ban Not Sure, because I just know this is going to go terribly. Sounds kind of like Billie Eilish. I don't hate this. It's kind of like poppy, kind of like, you know, cutesy. I don't hate it. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think? I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Yeah, it's not the only thing that's going to be up. Ah! No. She would really love that compliment. Okay, Matthew says thumbs up too. Okay. I kind of, it's not only a matter of not hating it, I think I might even like it. But Double J official, the real verdict will be not sure because so not sure he has a PhD in music. Um, you know, he works at an airport doing airport stuff, but he went to school, did his dissertation on music. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. Yeah, no, it's not Billy. It's not only Billie Eilish. It's also Grimes. Like it reminds me a little bit of Grimes. Like the like electro, the electronica kind of thing. It's not terrible. I do kind of wish there was a little like I feel like there is like I feel like there's like some hook coming that's not there. I keep wanting it to be like, but like I'm waiting for like the something to kick in, but it's not kicking in. All right, we're gonna go to Mellow Cat. Hannah says horses and unicorns, love it. Hannah also says not my genre, but would it change channel on radio if this starts? Okay. Yeah, this isn't bad. Okay. All right, so he said the other one is Mellow Cat. I thought I saw that somewhere. Yeah, Mellow Cat. Here we go. Double J Fisher says the hook might be missing. Yeah, it did. Like I liked it, but it definitely felt like it was like building up to something, and then that something never came. And like it's really bad. Like if you're building up to something and then it never comes, like that's terrible. That's where the width of the column really is important. Oh God, I just want to cry. This reminds me of Princess Chelsea. But she is talented. Says, yeah, no, she seems talented. Esther Scala. Let's see. Does she have an Instagram or anything? You know what? I'll give her a sub. I'll do that. And then Esther Scala. Instagram. All right, guys. Not sure. Matthew. Like especially Matthew. Like I know Matthew. Like Matthew sees a girl and like he's in love immediately. Like he just like Matthew's constantly falling in love with women and he needs to chill. He needs to chill. So Matthew, behave yourself, okay? Like just keep it down. Just chill. Link in chat. All right, I'll link it. Oh, look at wait, motherfucker. Lisa got here, and for a second, I'm like, yes, I can finally talk about this because Lisa's here. Now, Not Sure is leaving. I was ready to open the Coca-Cola can, and Not Sure's gone. Oh, my motherfucker. Okay. Lisa, we're checking out this person's. So in the mobile chat, Lisa, there's a person called Double J Official. So, you'll probably meet him in a week or two. But anyway, Double J Official has asked me to. He asked us to listen to this person's music. So we're listening to her music, and I was going to check out her Instagram because I was going to objectify her. So, all right, let me see. Oh. You were ready to talk about the Coca-Cola can for 25 minutes and be sad, but not open it. No, I was going to open it, but now Not Sure is gone. So I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, maybe I will. I don't need Not Sure. I needed the emotional support of Lisa, even though it's completely Lisa's fault. It's entirely Lisa's fault. Oh, it looks like... Huh. I hate, like, this is such a girl thing to have the, okay, there's a girl thing and probably a Matthew thing with like to have these headphones with these cat ears. Like, it's fucking awful. I hate them. Like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. And the reason I say it's a Matthew thing is because, like, I love Matthew, and he's starting to, like, he's coming into his own, right? Like, he's starting to get some confidence. He's starting to be more masculine. He's like, you know, but you got to remember, like, when we met Matthew, he had pronouns in his bio, right? What type of guy puts pronouns in his bio? The same type of guy that would wear kitten ears on the headphones. That's who. But I think Matthew, like, he took the pronouns out of his. Wait, did he? Wait a minute. Matthew Vale. And like, I know I can already hear Lisa being like, "Well, I have pronouns in my bio." You're a girl. I expect that from you, but not Matthew. Yeah, I fucking knew it. All right, Matthew Vale. Wait, programmer. See, I knew it. As soon, like, knew it. Okay, let me see. Matthew Vale. All right, game developer. All right, let's go. Let's check out GitHub. All right. Okay, Matthew. No, okay. Good. Okay, good. I like it. Okay. How do I go back? All right. Let me go back. All right. Blog. I've never seen this blog before. All right, Matthew. Okay, read my blog. Okay, about release games. All right, perfect. Excellent. Okay, no pronouns anywhere. Oh, wait. Whoa. Oh, wait, I'm not signed into Twitter. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, he's got an Instagram. I didn't know Matthew had an Instagram. What? Wait a minute. What's happening? Yeah, whatever. Matthew says, "Oh God, no." I don't know if you're saying "Oh God, no" to me, looking at your like digitally stalking you, or if you're saying "Oh God, no" to pronouns. I mean, you should be saying no to both. Okay, so Double J Official says she is modeling as well. Double J Official says, so 1 to 10, what do you give her? She got them as a gift from her boyfriend. Okay, Double J Official. I'm starting to question. How can I put this without because Double J Official's like, he's a new chatter, right? He's a new person in the chat room, which we want to welcome with open arms. But at the same time, I'm starting to wonder like what his obsession with this woman is. Like is he okay? So I'm assuming that Double J Official is not the boyfriend of this Esther woman. But if he's not the boyfriend, but he's sitting here pimping out the music, which there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, promote, like telling, like, hey, well, you check out the music of my friend, and he's telling me that, like, oh, she got the headphones from her boyfriend. Like, how does he know that? So unless he is her boyfriend, or he's secretly in love with her. And I think that's probably it. Lisa says, I put myself on Tinder last night. Okay. Oh, hey, show it. Link me to your profile. I want to check out your profile. I tried getting my wife to send me her profile. She won't do it. Henna says, in Finland, we have the best pronouns. Yes, there's what so English is like one of the few languages where there's like a male and female pronoun. Like many languages, I'm trying to the Romance languages. I think German has male and female pronouns. But like, let's see, the ones I'm thinking of the languages that don't. I want to write this down so I don't forget. So Spanish does, but we have Thai, which does not have male and female pronouns. We have Setswana, which does not have male and female pronouns. We have Finnish, which does not. And those are the only ones I can think of offhand. But a lot of languages do not have male gendered pronouns. English does. Double J Official has not explained how he knows that Esther got her cat ear headphones from her boyfriend. And I think I probably scared him away. So, there's that. Okay, are we ready to do this? Are we ready to open this? Are we ready? I think I'm ready. But I want to find some sad music first. Let me find some sad music. This might be too on the nose. This might be too on the nose. It's weird how sometimes, like, you ever like seek out the sadness, like, when you're going. I'm going to try and stay away from. Oh, Double J Official says I was taking a shower. Her Insta post says it, but it's partly written in Faroese. Are you from the Faroes? Are you Faroesian? Wait a minute. Let me see something. Because when I was there, when I was in the Faroe Islands, I met this taxi driver. Where the hell is he? I forgot his name, but I'm friends with him on Instagram and on Facebook. Where the hell is he? I don't know where he's at. I'll have to find it. Wait, now it's kind of bugging me that I can't find his profile. Where is it? Wow. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Did he block me? Wait a minute. Did he? Yeah, okay. So, no, when I was in the Faroe Islands, I met this taxi driver, and he looked like Santa Claus. Like long gray hair, long gray beard. And I am from Faroe Islands. Yes. So you might know him. He is the guy. So I guess he went through this. So he invested in the scooters, right? The scooters, and like you can rent the scooters and then you can ride them all around town. And he was telling me this story how he invested I don't know, like 20,000 USD in order to buy a bunch of scooters and have the brand name and all of that. So he buys all the scooters and then he kind of just sets them up all over Torshavn, right? He sets them up all over Torshavn. And even though there's no law against it, the police in Torshavn confiscated all of the scooters. And apparently this was news all over the Faroe Islands because he's trying to have this scooter business, but the Faroese government is like, whoa, wait a minute. No capitalism here, which would make Lisa very happy, but no capitalism here. And so it turned into this big court battle. Yeah, I know that story. Okay, that's the guy I'm talking about. That's the friend that I made in the Faroe Islands, and I don't remember his name. And we were talking a little bit on. I remember when I was in Africa, I was talking to him because he was asking me how Africa is, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, it's Africa, but now I do not see him. Wait a minute, that's not him, is it? I don't know who that is. Okay, anyway, yeah, I need to go have some calls to make. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lisa. I was like, I was just working myself up for this, and now you're leaving me too? Holy cow. Does he have a face tattoo? No, he doesn't have a face tattoo. Let me see if I can find him on Facebook. Because I was friends with him on Facebook. I assume I still am. I assume I still am. Oh, Lisa's leaving me. Okay, I'm never opening this Coca-Cola can. I'm never opening it. Okay, I'm gonna open it. I need to stop getting distracted. But let me find this guy, and then we'll. Okay, wait a minute. Who's this? I don't see him. I'm telling you. Torshavn, I'm going to look this up. Torshavn, Faroe Islands scooter lawsuit. This is it. Yes, this is him. Ebby, I have no idea how to pronounce it because they pronounce everything weird because he's from Iceland. Yes, second president. Okay, he's from Iceland, but he went to the Faroe Islands because he was with a girl, and once again, a man who moved for a woman. Yep, that's him. That's definitely him. But a man moving for a woman, and then big mistake. Now I'm down to one viewer. It's probably just Henna. So there's no point in relaying the story to Henna. She's already there. She already knows it. He's from Iceland. Yeah, no, I just said that, but maybe there's a delay. So, he's from Iceland, and he has I think 1 or 2 kids in Iceland, and he has one in the Faroe Islands. The funny thing is he had a great explanation. So, the women in Iceland, gorgeous. And the thing about it is every woman in Iceland is this just beautiful blue eye, blonde hair, 5'6", 5'5", blonde, fit, very thin and fit woman. They're gorgeous. Women, the women in Iceland are freaking gorgeous. The women in the Faroe Islands, it's they took the women in Iceland and just squashed them down. You know that game Whack-A-Mole, right? Where they whack everything down. There's boom, boom. It's they took the genetic hammer and just pounded the women's heads down. And so it's the Icelandic women who are like I said, 5'6", thin, beautiful, have been squished into a 5'3", kind of wide version of their Icelandic counterparts. And so the women in Torshavn, not quite as beautiful as the ones in Iceland. So it was it was Ebenezer who he was the one who used the whack-a-mole analogy when I was telling him about that. And he's like, yeah, no, it's true. It's they took the women in Iceland and squished them down. Oh my God, my back is killing me. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. No. Okay, we're going to tell the story tomorrow then. I guess this can of soda just lasts one more day. Okay, in that case, I'm going to stop the sad music because this is going to make me cry. That's a beautiful song, but I don't want to cry. Not right now. Not right now, at least. Not right now. Yeah, it's really hard being at home. Oh, today's my Aunt Yola's birthday. She must be 86, 87? Gosh, she's gotta be old. Europe, I know that. Oh my God. Yes, Double J official. I understand that the measurement system in the U.S. and Europe is different. I'm American, so I'm going to say 5'6". I'm not. I mean, I know that's 1 point something in meters. I don't know what though. I don't know what. I don't know. It's just me and Henna. Just me and Henna in the other chat room. Just Henna and I. Almost nothing is the same. It's so freaking annoying. What do you mean? Oh wait. Well, yeah. No, the Faroe Islands are cool. I like the Faroes. I told a story which actually went semi-viral in the Faroe Islands where, okay, so I'll tell this story. I'll tell it again. This is a story I can tell. So we, well, I was in the Faroe Islands by myself. And so I had a rental car for a couple of days. And I drove up to Klaksvik. I don't know what the name of it is. Something like that. Klaksvik. Let me see if I can find the name. But you know what I'm talking about, Double J. Yes, Klaksvik. So I was in Torshavn, and then I drove up here to Klaksvik. And it's a beautiful drive, right? Because you go through those tunnels. So, like, there's a lot of tunnels in the Faroe Islands. Not a lot of bridges, but a lot of tunnels. And so you go through these tunnels, and the Faroe Islands are fucking amazingly beautiful. Just amazingly beautiful. I've never been to New Zealand, but they remind me of what New Zealand must look like. I think the Faroes are probably like, they're like the New Zealand of the Northern Hemisphere. They're gorgeous, right? So I make this drive. I go up to Torshavn, and it's like, oh, la, la, la. And I would say the drive, if I remember correctly, the drive from Torshavn to Klaksvik is like 45 minutes. It's not that long. But I took my time, right? Because I was doing a little sightseeing, right? So I was like, I drive through this tunnel, and then I drive around here, and then circle back, and then drive through another tunnel. And then, like, I ended up going all the way up here, as far as you can actually drive, which is up here. I remember also, I think I had COVID. And at the time that I was there, I think I had... Oh, Will Tyler is here. Will Tyler, I was going to tell a sad story. I was going to tell a story about my adventure in Africa, but Lisa ditched me. Not Shore ditched me. Matthew ditched me. It's just Henna. It's just Henna and I. And now Henna, myself, Will Tyler, and, of course, Double J Official and Mobile. So I'm telling my Faroe Islands story now. So I drive up to Klaksvik. I go to a pharmacy because I'm sick, and they give me some stuff. I think I had a sore throat too, but whatever. They very nice people, very nice. Everybody very, very nice. And so I spent the day, and I think that was the same day that I took a ferry, right? Because it was like and this is one of the videos on my channel was. I got a ferry somewhere around here, I want to say, like in like this part, there's like a ferry you can catch, and it takes you out to these islands here, right? And the interesting thing about the Faroe Islands is you have like people that live on these islands, right? There was this other place called Jiv. This one right here. Jiv. Whatever it is. I don't know. I just know that's where the penguins are. They're not penguins. I know. Anyway, so I go up to Klaksvik. I took this ferry, which is really cool. I remember talking to the captain, and because I was like, because there were like there was like a ferry in the early morning, not early morning. There was a ferry in the early afternoon and a ferry in the late afternoon. And I remember talking to the captain because I wanted to go to Kirkja, however the hell you pronounce it. And I was like, and I told him, I was like, hey, is there like a coffee shop or somewhere where I can take the ferry to Fugloy and just get off and then hang out, and then when you come back in the afternoon or the late afternoon, I can catch the ferry and come back on, right? Henna says, would love to see the Faroe Islands, like we said, the Furset. So I asked the captain, I'm like, hey, would it be possible for me to like take the ferry, hang out on the hang out on the island for a couple of hours, sit at the coffee. And I asked him, like, is there a coffee shop or something? And he's like, no. But the interesting thing is as remote as these random islands are, even though they are so remote, they have high-speed internet. Like, I did not lose my cell signal once when we were taking that ferry. I just thought that was amazing. And then I remember asking somebody, I was like, is there high-speed internet on the islands? And they're like, of course there is. They look at me like, what do you think this is? South America? Like, oh, it's just like, okay, all right, whatever. Anyway, and I remember, like, at the end of that ferry trip, I just remember getting very seasick. Like, I never experienced seasickness before, but I just felt like I was going to puke. So I was very happy when we got back to Havana soon. And so I don't know why suddenly they're talking like they're Finnish. Havana soon. So I get off, and then I'm like, all right, well, I still have a 45-minute drive back to Torshavn. So we take the I like how Double J officials just kind of like repeating what I say. So I drive back, and then, like, outside of town, like outside of Torshavn, there was like I'm getting hungry, right? Because it's dinner time. And I don't remember if it was over here. It might have been over here, or it might have been closer to Torshavn. I'm not sure which. Actually, I think maybe it was over here, over on this. I don't remember where it was exactly. But at one point, I'm like, I'm getting hungry, right? You sound way too German when you're saying the names. Oh, well, hey. Will Tyler says, I'm about to spend 2 weeks on the water in Alaska. Glad I don't get seasick. That would suck. Well, yeah. What part of Alaska? Where are you going in Alaska? So anyway, I'm getting hungry on my way back to Torshavn, Torshavn's not a big place. It's not a big city. I had pretty much exhausted all the food options in Torshavn, and I had a kitchen, but I didn't feel like cooking. I was staying at an Airbnb right in downtown Torshavn, and so I'm like, okay, I see a falafel place, right? I see a falafel place, and I'm like, oh, let me stop at this falafel place, right? So I go into the falafel place, and I park my car. I feel like it was here. I'm pretty sure it was here. I don't know if I think the falafel place closed down, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I stop at the falafel place, and I go in, and I'm like, yeah, can I get a falafel and some fries? Like, all right, cool. So they start making it. Beautiful young woman that works there. Beautiful. And then there was the owner and then some other guy, right? And they're obviously like Persian, Arabian, some type of like Middle Eastern they look like. Okay. So I noticed in the fry tray, because I got like I don't know if I was getting falafel or shawarma. I think I ended up deciding to get shawarma, and with fries. And so but I noticed that they're like it's a dead time of day. At this point, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon. It's pretty dead, and so I'm like, and I noticed that there's the fry tray, and I don't know how old those fries are, and the beautiful young woman puts new fries into the fryer and puts them down and starts frying them. All right. So they make my shawarma, and then the guy I guess he's the owner. I think he was the owner because I know that from after the fact. But the guy, he takes like the fry thing and he puts it into the already existing French fries that have been sitting there for God knows how long. Now, mind you, like the Faroe Islands in general are like Iceland. Expensive. Beautiful, but expensive. Excuse me. So this meal, I hadn't paid yet. Mind you, I had not paid. This meal was going to cost me like close to $20 for shawarma and a thing of fries. I wasn't even getting water or anything. Shawarma and fries. So he bags the old fries. And in my mind, in my American mind, I'm like, no. I'm like, if I'm paying $20 fucking for this, I want the fresh fries. So I see him, like he bags the fries, he hands me everything, and then he's like, it's going to be whatever, however much it is. I cannot remember if they use euros in the Faroe Islands or not. I'm pretty sure I don't know if they do. I don't remember. Anyway, so before I pay, I ask him, I say, hey, can I get some of the fresh fries? And he's like, those are fresh fries. Like talking about the bag of fries, like the bag he just handed me. And I'm like, well, she's cooking some fries. Can I get some fresh fries? And he's like, well, those are fresh fries. And I'm like, no, they're not. They've been sitting there. He's like, no, we only serve fresh fries. So I reach in and I grab a single fry and I take a bite of it. And it's like lukewarm at best. It's, wait, somebody's home. I'll be right back. My wife just got home. Give me a second. Let me go say hi to her and take the dog downstairs. Hold on. All right, boys. All right, I'm back. Give me a second. So, now I know I didn't mute. That's fine. I don't mute unless I really have to. Okay, so I'm like, can I get the fresh fries? And he's like, no, we only serve fresh fries. I reach in, I grab a fry, and it's lukewarm. And I was like, those aren't fresh fries. Can I get the fresh fries? And he's like, those are fresh fries. And like, I'm arguing with the guy over whether or not they are fresh French fries. And I know they're not fresh French fries because I just ate one and I know that they're lukewarm. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I turn around and I walk out. Like, I walk out because I'm not going to pay $20 for old stale fries. He threw the bag of fries at me. He threw them at me. He threw the bag of fries at me. And now, it didn't hit me. The bag of fries did not hit me. Had the bag of fries hit me, then I probably would have called the police. But I say this on my video. Like as I've gotten older, I'm a lot better at just like, in situations like that, at just keeping my calm. Also, I'm a guest in that country, right? And I said this in my video, like, I don't know what the laws are in the Faroe Islands. For all I know, I somehow broke the law because I didn't buy the fries. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm being a little hyperbolic. But you get my point. Like, I don't know what the boundaries are in the Faroe Islands, and I'm a guest in the country. So I continued to walk out, but he threw the bag of fries at me. Oh, my God. It was unbelievable. If that had happened in the United States, I probably would have, like, turned around and started cussing at him or whatever. And, like, but again, foreign country, I don't know the laws. I'm a guest in the country. I just continued about my way. So I post this video on my YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. But I post the video on my YouTube. And now my videos, they all, like, back when I was like doing the travel videos pretty regularly, they would still lag behind, right? Like, they would still lag behind like a good 6 months. Let me see. Where is it? Let's see. St. Pierre, Panama. Yeah, it's one. Okay, yeah, there I am. But yeah, in one of these videos, I'm not sure. Maybe this one. I think maybe it was who took the fun out of Funica. Who took the fun at Funica? Funica. But nope, that's not it. But what happened though? I found out because somebody who saw my video contacted me, and apparently the owner, the guy who threw the bag of fries at me, he was arrested. He was arrested because he was paying his employees below minimum wage. And so I don't know if he got deported or what, but yeah, he basically got in a lot of trouble. Yes. Okay, the Farhatsa fry throwing story. And I know Double J official, he was talking, he said there have been a lot of stuff going on at the pizzerias in Runavik. They were talking about passports from their workers, I think. Yeah. You were at, yeah. So actually Double J called it. He said you were at Farashta's Pizzeria, and that's what I have labeled here. There's actually, let's see, they had a website. I thought there was the website's down, but I thought there was a story. Wait. Yeah, honey? Oh, I thought she was coming in here. They were taking, they were taking the passport from their workers so they couldn't travel home. So wait a minute. No, Will Tyler's asking, did I get it on the video? No. God, I wish I'd gotten it on the video, but I did not get it on the video. Unfortunately, I did not get, this is just me just recounting the story. Or just me telling the story that I just told you. God, I missed that hat. You see that hat? That was like my favorite hat in the world. And I lost that hat in Iceland. Gosh darn it. Anyway. But, yeah. So, yeah. I hope that guy went to jail. Wait a minute. Farhatsa Pizzeria. Pharaoh. Yeah, no, that was it. This was definitely it. Yeah, no, I recognize that. I just want to see what part of town it was in. Was it in the part of town I thought it was? Yeah, it was. I can tell. Yeah, because I remember it was not like rock actually in downtown Torshavn. It was a little outside of Torshavn. But yeah, no, great time. Double J official says, I am a local, so I know almost everything about the fair. I know almost everything about the Faroe Islands. I knew it. Where in the Faroe Islands do you live? Like, it's funny because I've been recommending everyone, like people who are like, so among my family and friends, I'm the crazy uncle who travels, right? Because I have one kid, but she's 33 years old, so I don't have any children that I need to take care of. Granted, I have one kid that might take care of me when I'm old and frail, but we'll see. Hopefully, maybe I need. That's why that was another reason that this relationship in Botswana has kind of really devastated me, because who's going to take care of me when I'm older? She was 20 years younger than me, so that's okay, cool. She's going to take care of me when I'm older. But nope. So much for that. Then again, what are the chances of that anyway? Somebody that young is going to leave. Okay, anyway, Hoivik. Oh, there's Hoivik right there. So you live basically in Torshavn. Torshavn. I thought you are single, didn't you? No, I never said I was single. I'm married. But it's complicated. It's complicated. It's a little complicated. It's it's not like an. We'll just say it's complicated. We'll leave it at complicated. But yeah, no, that was definitely it. Yeah, no, yep, that door right there. That's the door I walked right out of. Hoivik. No, the Faroe Islands were beautiful, and like I said, because you just have these. The only place that I've been to that rivals the Faroe Islands in terms of beauty is Cape Town. Faroe, and I might even give the edge slightly to Cape Town, just because Cape Town's greener. Like the Faroe Islands are the Faroe Islands are very green. Don't get me wrong; they are very green, but they're kind of like volcanic green, if that makes any sense. Like you have Iceland, right, which is just completely volcano. It's just all volcano. But the Faroe Islands are like volcanic green. Like there's like volcano, but then there is plenty of lush greenness, right? Whereas Cape Town is just majestically beautiful. Cape Town is just it's such a gorgeous city. The Faroe Islands are close behind. They might be like right equal. It's hard to say, but the Faroe Islands has a lot of dramatic scenery. Cape Town has dramatic scenery, but not as much as the Faroe Islands. The Faroe Islands, like, and what I mean by dramatic scenery is just these beautiful mountains just going directly into the ocean with these majestic ocean views and just, oh my God, it's gorgeous. I tried getting, like, no, I'm not going to talk about that, but like, I tried getting somebody I know to go to the Faroe Islands for their honeymoon, but a young, very liberal, gay couple. And it, like, oh, well, the Faroe Islands, apparently, they're, like, very homophobic. And it's just like, oh, come on. Like, I mean, it's 20. No, they're not. But these are the same type of people that think that they're going to get stoned to death in the wrong part of San Francisco, but would probably go to Pakistan because it's so open-minded and liberal. And you know, so, like, that's just the kind of, you know. Double J Official says, last time I was there, by the way, I had great service. The guy let me pay in a special way because I had a problem with my card, and he gave me a soda for free in a special way. Let's see. Snow. Henna says snow. I don't know why Henna's just saying snow. Will Tyler says, I really enjoyed the helicopter tour in Iceland with the landing on the volcanic geothermal area. I do love Iceland. Like, I do love Iceland. Like, there are a few countries for which I would renounce my American citizenship for. But this has to be very strict terms, right? Like, I know that, like, you know, like hardline patriots be like, well, no, it's America or death, and it's like, not quite. Like I like I said, there are certain countries for which I would renounce my American citizenship under certain conditions, right? And like that would be like, okay, would you renounce your American citizenship to move to country X, but you can keep you can keep the same salary in that whatever money you make, you're going to have a similar lifestyle, like that kind of thing. So, but those countries would be, it's a small list, right? Those countries would be Iceland, Norway, maybe Finland. Maybe Finland. I'll have to think, but there might. Well, let's just look at a map. Let's see. I know, like Norway, Iceland. Not even going to think about it. Like, yes, I would renounce my American citizenship for Icelandic citizenship, Norwegian citizenship, maybe Finnish citizenship, Swedish. I've been to Sweden one time. I got a stomach bug while I was there. I was sick. I was in pain. I didn't really like Sweden. And I only saw Stockholm. I mean, I'm sure it's a beautiful city, but I'm good. Norway, fucking love Norway. Norway's beautiful. And look at how savage the Norwegians are. The Norwegians were like, nope, we're gonna come up here. No, Sweden. No, get back, Sweden. Like I can imagine. Like, look at how Sweden's like kind of trying to protrude towards the Atlantic Ocean, and it's like, no, get back, Sweden. Get back, Sweden. No, Sweden, get back. No, get back, Sweden. And then by the time it gets up here, Finland, no, you get back, Finland. Go sit down, Finland. No, Finland, get back. And then boom, like Sweden and Finland both wanted access to the Arctic Ocean, and Norway was like, nope, LOL, try again, homie. Anyway, Will Tyler says, I'd need 2 times my salary for Iceland and 45. Yeah, well, Iceland's not that expensive. It is expensive though. Iceland is pretty expensive. But that's why I said the caveat, like, I would want a salary such that I am able to maintain my lifestyle. So Iceland is gorgeous. Oh, I love how it's like Forhatsa pizza, and it's like high, like it's like, okay, look at a map of the world. Oh. Double J Official says, when you are from Finland and are in a boxing match, are you finished? I'm not finished. No, I'm not finished. I'm not sure I quite understood that. Will Tyler says, I legit paid like $45 for fish and chips at the food hall in Reykjavik. Well, you got ripped off. I mean, you just got ripped off. Like, I'm trying to, like, you go to KFC. I mean, yeah, and I know, I can already hear the snide, why are you going to go to Iceland just to eat fast food? Like, shut up. Just shut up, okay? But, like a KFC meal. Here's a better way to think about Iceland. It's New York City prices is what it is. That's a better way to think about it. It's like you're going to pay similar prices to what you would pay in New York City. So, Double J Official says, haha, like knockout. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but yeah. The food, Will Tyler says, the food cellar in Reykjavik was excellent. The secret menu. I'm trying to, so I've been to Iceland a handful of times. I've been there twice in the winter. I went there once during a failed attempt to go to Greenland. I went there another time during a successful attempt to go to Greenland. So that's 4. I spent the night there on my way back from Norway once, but I guess only 4 times. It feels like so many more though. But no, I think it was only 4. My favorite part of Iceland is this town up here called Akureyri. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Akureyri. Loved Akureyri because it gets tons of snow. Like Henna was saying, snow. If you go to Sweden, try Surströmming. No, I have no desire. So there was one winter where I went to Finland, where for Stefan's 75th, or not 75th. What the hell am I talking about? For Stefan's 40th birthday, I went to Finland, and then the next year I went to Norway, and then I was thinking the following year I would go to Sweden. But I didn't. I went to South Korea and then to the Seychelles. Oh man, God, this sucks so bad. This sucks. This really sucks. This really sucks. This sucks. Like the whole, like who I went to South Korea and to the Seychelles with. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just it all around. It's just like. But the thing, like, I feel like a fucking 16-year-old, like sitting over here being this goddamn upset over a goddamn breakup. I feel like I'm goddamn 16 years old. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. Like, I was going to go to Iceland. I was going to go to Iceland last year. This past winter, I was going to go to Iceland. And then we tried getting somebody a visa, and this was it the second or the third attempt to get them a visa? I can't remember if it was the second or third attempt to get them a visa, and it was once again rejected. Oh, that's right, because the first year we tried getting a visa for Norway, got rejected, and the second year we tried getting a visa for Sweden, and it got rejected. But the plan was to get the visa for Sweden and then go to Iceland. That was the plan, but no, it was so because of this person and because I wanted to spend time with this person instead of just being like, oh well, you didn't get the visa, too bad for you, I'm gonna go to Iceland anyway. So Double J Official says, bro, you have a wife now. Okay, I've had the wife for 8 years, but actually today, no. Today, in terms of the wife, It is 8 years ago today that we went on our first date. 8 years ago today that we went on our first date. And we've been married since 2020. But it's the thing with the marriage is like it's coming to an end. But like we're just kind of I wouldn't say that like we're friends. A little bit more. We're like two people who are in a marriage. We both know it's ending. And we're sad about it, but we're just kind of like enjoying each other's company as it ends, if that makes sense, right? Like it's like I wasn't supposed to come home as soon as I did. I wasn't supposed to. I mean, that was supposed to be so I wasn't supposed to come back here like this. And since I've been back, it's just kind of been like, okay, well, you know, the divorce is still underway, but we're just going to, I don't know, we're still going to like play the part of husband and wife. I mean, we are husband and wife, but we're going to play the part of husband and wife, except for some things, and you know what I'm talking about. But and that's my choice, by the way. But I don't know. No, I can't talk about it too much because out of respect for my wife, I was not going to talk about this other relationship while she's in the house. Double J official says you are not happy in the marriage. Well, the marriage has been ending for a few years. Why not try to get it to work? My marriage? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. You know, but I thought I had this other relationship too, and like I don't know. I mean, but the thing is with the marriage is like this. Okay, this other relationship I had. It's not the first time I've had another relationship outside of the marriage. So it's like the marriage is like it. I mean, and look, the thing about this is like, let me draw. Like, no, I'm not going to draw a diagram, but like I've been. How can I put this? I learned, so back when I was younger, like, you know, and I would, look, I'm not a good person. I'm not a good boyfriend. I'm not a good husband in the sense that, like, I would step out of the relationship, right? Like, I would step out. I would do things I wasn't supposed to do. And when I was younger, when I would do those things, well, what do? You lie about them, right? Like, no, I don't know that girl. Honey, you're being crazy. I don't know what you're talking about, right? And then what I learned a few years ago, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, what I learned was if you are completely transparent with these women, sometimes they're going to walk away, right? Like if there's a woman and you're like, hey, look, I'm married. Like, I mean, it is what it is. And like, not even try to like fluff it up with like, I'm married, but we're getting divorced, which now we are, but it was like, but there was a time when like that was not the plan. And I would just tell these other people like, I'm married. Like she knows what I'm doing. So it's not like I'm cheating on her because anyway, so she knows and I'm married. But you tell this other woman this, like I'm married and like, you know, my wife and I kind of have this understanding. So do you still want to hang out? And I would say 9 times out of 10, they say yes. Like if you are just transparent and put it on the table, this is my situation, but I still like you and I'd still like to hang out with you. Do you still want to go get a drink? 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, yes. Yep. So, and at that point, they are a grown fucking adult. They can make their own decisions. But, you know, women always find a way to like, you know, they always find a way to not take accountability. Have you tried to get it to work? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ah! Will Tyler says, my first time was a 2-day layover on the way back from Barcelona, right when the volcano was about to blow up and they closed the Blue Lagoon before. I was in Iceland then. I was in Iceland. I think this was with my wife and I think we had just gotten back from Iceland when that happened. I remember that though. I remember they closed. I remember because there was I can't remember if it was after or before, but I remember like my wife and I wondering if they were going to, like if the Blue Lagoon was going to be open or not. I don't remember. Double J Official says, well, that might be the reason why it didn't work with the other women. She respects your marriage, I believe, with the other woman. Well, the thing is I was going to get a divorce for this. I mean, well, I should say I wasn't going to get a divorce for this other woman. Because my wife and I, we needed a divorce. Like outside of other women, we need to divorce. But no, I was ready to uproot everything. It's not that I was even ready to do it. I did it. All right, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to head out. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go downstairs. I actually have work to do because, believe it or not, I actually have a day job. So I need to go do some stuff on that before tomorrow. Until then, be sure to click and subscribe. Double J Official, it has been great having you here. I stream every Monday through Friday at the same time. So click the subscribe button, click the alert bell and all of that, and I'll be here tomorrow. Maybe if I can get some of my friends like Lisa and Matthew and Not Sure, then maybe you'll get to see me cry on stream, because I still want to talk about this whole thing, and I still want to talk about the thing that happened these past 6 weeks. So yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you, Will Tyler.